there. On this episode, we're going to talk about how to enter a Spoonflower design challenge. Now, this is going to assume you already know how to upload your repeating pattern design onto Spoonflower. If you need a tutorial on how to upload your repeating design onto Spoonflower, please click here. And before we get going, if you're new to my channel, I'm Aurora B. On this channel, I talk about my journey as an artist, turning my passion into a career. I talk about what's worked for me, what hasn't, including the often taboo subject of making money from your art.
So obviously first we need to know what design challenge we're entering. So we can go to design challenges and see the different active challenges. So you see they have some for upcoming weeks. Secret, challenge, cross stitch, poisonous plants. We're going to do favorite things. So we're going to go to see this challenge, and it closes December 6th. There's still a bit of time to apply. And here it gives you the theme for this week. So favorite objects, hobbies, places, colors, and more. Favorite things. You're going to tap into your favorite objects, hobbies, places, colors, etc. Now here it goes and gives you some of the details. Again, it lets you know the closing date, the timeline for voting. There's a little bit of how to submit a design, but actually it isn't as intuitive as it seems. And we're just going to fast forward to this. So this is the upload your design. Once you have the design you want to use, you're going to go ahead and upload it. Here's the design that I made for this challenge with a theme of camping. So I made it with a bunch of different camping related objects that are some of my favorite things, like roasted marshmallows, hot cocoa, warm hats. And then once you have it uploaded, you go over to the left, and as you can see, there's a spot for entering into design challenges. And when you open that tab, you can see that there are 3 challenges that are available for entry. So when we saw that other page, some of those challenges, the submission has already closed and they're on to voting, and some of them, the submission window has not opened yet. So we're just going to go ahead and click favorite things. Now it gives you a preview of what your design is going to look like, and it asks you to view the contest rules. So there are actually quite a few rules. Obviously, we're not going to go through all of them here. I just wanted to walk you through some of the more important rules. As you can see, again, it just outlines all the timeline for submitting, for voting, and for when they're going to let you know. And so here it starts off by just giving a summary of what we just did to upload the designs. They can be in JPEG, PNG, or TIFF formats, and they should be recommended of a minimum of 150 DPI. You can upload in a higher DPI. It's also letting you know here that the preview on the design challenge is going to be in the fat quarter size unless otherwise noted. There are other challenges that use a different size. There are challenges for wallpaper, wall hangings, different things. So you need to know what size, because that's going to affect the design you make. And it's just briefly letting you know that, there's no vulgarity allowed on Spoonflower. You can't promote hate or make sexually explicit designs for these contests. And another thing that's interesting for me is that you can't actually use artificial intelligence generated designs, which I personally think is a good thing, but we can talk about that another time. And here it's just letting you know that while you can upload designs to Spoonflower that use clip art that other people make, for a Spoonflower design challenge, you have to have made all of the elements. You can't use clip art for a design challenge. This is just letting you know that even if you win the contest, you still retain the rights to your fabric design. The designs can remain for sale, and you can withdraw your design from Spoonflower at any time. Another thing they just want to let you know is that you are not allowed to basically bribe people to vote for you. So here's just the terms of the prizes, what you win. The first place winner, it's not a lot. You just receive $200 Spoonflower credit, and it goes down from there. If you place in the top 50, you basically get a free proof. You don't have to proof your work. It can automatically be made for sale. And really the big benefit is that many more people see your work. So it automatically gets your design out there in front of more people. Those are just a few of the terms of service that I thought might be interesting to highlight for you. Obviously, you should read through the terms of service. I know a lot of people just tend to click through that kind of thing, and even me, I try to read things, but I read them quickly. So go ahead and read through the entire terms of service. And then once you've viewed the contest rules and terms of service, then it's time to enter the challenge. So you're agreeing to abide by the rules and you enter the challenge. Now I've clicked this and it lets me know that this entry is going to appear exactly like this here. And the one thing I note that this is really small. If someone is going to go to the design challenge and go to vote for favorite things and they see this, in my opinion, they're not really going to see much of anything, right? On my screen, at least, it looks very small. So you're just seeing this little blurb. And so what I've decided to do is withdraw my entry, and I am going to upload my design in a different size. As I've referenced elsewhere, once you get a design up on Spoonflower, even once it's proved, you can rescale and sell at different sizes without having to reproof. You can just upload one size on Spoonflower, and later, if it gets accepted, either because you've proofed it or through the design challenge, once it's approved, then you can go ahead and put it up in a different scale later. So while I like my design in the smaller scale, for the purposes of the design challenge, I don't really see a benefit to having it in the smaller scale. So I've gone ahead and I have made a new version of the pattern at twice the size, which was actually what I started with in Illustrator, and I had shrunk it down. And now I've uploaded a revision. And now I've gone down and I've seen that when I uploaded the revision, everything else stayed the same. I don't have to put my tags back in. I don't have to do anything. I just have uploaded a revision, and then I go and save the changes. And now I just go over and I basically do the same thing. I go to the left, put enter in design challenge, and click favorite things. And now I look at it and I think now it looks a little better. You can see the elements more clearly, and I just go ahead and enter it in the challenge again. Now I see that it looks exactly like that, and I used Zoom to record my screen, so it's not as clear as it's going to show up for people looking at the contest, but that's basically the size it's going to be, and I'm satisfied with it for this challenge.
Thank you for joining me for this tutorial. If you got some value from the episode, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. And until next time, keep creating.